What's up? It's Lane. I have been on T for 10 weeks, or 2.5 months. I feel like the only thing that's really changed much since my last video has been my voice. And, like, I take my shots every 2 weeks. So the first week after I took my shot, this last time, I felt like my voice went crazy. So much so that I even, like, made another voice video for myself after, like, when I hit the 9-week mark, because it was ridiculous. I feel like it's kind of mellowed out a little bit now, though, but I haven't taken my shot yet for this week, so we'll see what happens this time. Cool thing happened with my mom, though. I just started bartending school, which I'm super excited about. So I'm rushing around like a madman right now because I'm trying to get, like, I'm working 45, 50 hours a week plus driving an hour to bartending school on the weekends, plus keeping my niece, plus, like, it's ridiculous. So, but I did, like, so bartending school, let me start there. Bartending school went cool because, like, I was able to tell the fella, be like, hey, I'm on testosterone, really need a placement where it's not going to be a big deal that, you know, I'm going to undergoing these physical changes. I'm not real picky when it comes to pronouns. I figure it's going to work itself out anyway, and I'd rather not be a dick about it. So that was cool. But so back to my mom. She was real excited about this bartending school thing because I've wanted to do it for years. And I went looking for a new messenger bag because the messenger bag that I had looks awful, number one, and number two, the strap broke on it, like, I don't know, like 2 fucking years ago. And I've been using a guitar strap and just rigged a guitar strap for the strap for the bag, and the guitar strap that I'm not using is a great big rainbow flag. So that's not really, like, I mean, represent, I guess, but I'm not, you know, big into that. So I was looking for a new messenger bag, and my mom has no idea that I'm trans. She has no idea that I'm on testosterone, but she, like, while we were looking for messenger bags, she had found one and asked me if I liked it, and I was like, no, I'm not a big fan. I'm a little bit on the super picky side when it comes to clothes and just, like, stuff like that, like random accessories. She asked me if I liked it, and I was like, not interested. And I said, I guess I'm too picky when it comes to that. She's like, no, it would be just like a woman when she was picking out a purse, so I don't blame you at all. Okay, when I say it now, it doesn't sound as cool, but she was like putting me in another category other than, you know, just like she always does with the lumping me in with a bunch of women. So that was cool. That was super cool. Now it doesn't sound as cool, but at the time, it sounded awesome. I told the woman who cuts my hair, like, last time I was in there, so probably like 3, 4, 5 weeks ago, something like that. And, like, I didn't tell her. I just kind of, like, she asked me if she could add me on Facebook, and I don't have anybody in this town on Facebook for that very reason, because I don't feel like this place is home for me, and it is to my family, and it's a small town, so I don't really want to, like, screw up their idea of home when it's not home to me, and I don't give a fuck, like, what anybody has to say. So I'm just doing me, and to hell with everybody else, I guess. But my hairdresser, when I went in there today, instead of the normal, hey girl, like, greeting that I always get, was, hey pumpkin. And I was like, yes. It was the first time that I hadn't just got the, you know, automatic hey girl, which she still uses my birth name, which I'm fine with, but she did even acknowledge that, because she was like, because, like, when she had asked me if she could add me on Facebook, I was like, I got secrets. She was like, what? And so I, like, wrote my name that's on Facebook on my receipt, and I gave it back to her. And I guess she like tried to find it and couldn't find me on Facebook, and then lost the receipt. So she asked me today, she was like, what did you tell me your chosen name is, because I could not find you on Facebook and I'd really like to, you know, be friends with you throughout this. And I was like, cool points for you. Also, my hair is fabulous as always, so high five to her. Kudos. But I don't know. But on a serious note though, a guy, like a trans guy just a couple towns over from me, was outed at a party after he had been there with some mutual friends for like an hour and a half or something last weekend, and somehow he got outed, and they literally like they started arguing and yelling, like they were, you know, putting him down or whatever and yelling at him, and he tried to leave, and I guess like somebody was trying to stop him from leaving, so he like punched a wall or punched something. I don't know. He's got a little bit of a temper anyway, and I'm sure it was completely fueled at that point. But, so I guess he tried to punch something, and they ended up just, like, grabbing him and beating the hell out of him. And literally, like, they beat him, broke his orbital, like, his face is all swollen out and shit, so freaked me out a little bit. But the state of Tennessee won't prosecute it as a hate crime because he hit a wall, and therefore he's the aggressor in the situation, though he didn't hit a person, he didn't do anything, and he's facing more charges than what the people who beat him the fuck up are facing. Like, they've got a misdemeanor charge on them, and he's looking at a possible felony. So, like, I fucking hate Tennessee. And I need to get the hell out of this state, because I can't deal with all of that. So So back on me for changes this time. I guess it's really been, like I said, my voice has gotten, I feel like it's gotten deeper, more so last week than this week, but I'm sure I'll feel that way again next week. It's always that, you know, every 2 weeks between shots. The first week is crazy, and then the second week is nothing, which is probably why I always feel like there's been no changes between my videos. But I've had, like, my happy trails coming in a little bit better. Yes! I'm super thrilled about that. And then also, I've gotten a lot more confident, and I feel like I'm carrying myself better than I did before, which is awesome. And I'm now having to shave every 3 days instead of every 4 to 5 to 6 days. So, like, I didn't shave this morning, and I needed to, but, like, you can, I don't know if you can see or not, but there's some decent sideburn action coming in on this side. This side's still really super sparse, like, it's just a couple hairs, and then I have a patch here, and a patch here, and then I get, like, some here, and also right there, plus, you know, my pedo stash thing that happens. So I try to shave that, like, every 2 days, because I ain't trying to rock that shit. So yeah, bartending school, and the guy was super cool. He's like, well, just so you know, like, I don't know how you feel about being in a gay bar. I'm like, no, that'd actually be preferable. I'd rather be, you know, I can flirt, like, literally flirt with anybody in a gay bar, so I'm good with that. Because in these parts, I'm looking at either a restaurant, a sports bar, which, let's be honest, I'm just, that's not gonna work for me, or hanging out for a gay bar. So I'm gonna do the hit a restaurant until I can get into a gay bar, and then just rock it the fuck out. I'm pretty thrilled, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm really hoping that it's gonna help out with saving for top surgery, because bartending hours, typically you only work part-time, and you generally make about what I make full-time right now. So if I could still work part-time or full-time doing something else, and then bartend, either just like doing part-time hours bartending, or maybe even just doing like parties and weddings and stuff, I'm hoping that it'll really kickstart my top surgery fundraising, because, like, honestly, I would have been okay never having started T if I could get top surgery. And I know that probably sounds crazy to a lot of guys, but I would have been okay. Like, I love being on T, don't get me wrong, but the top surgery is the one that I'm in dire need of, so. So I'm gonna go shoot myself in the butt. Have a good day, Facer. Oh, YouTube. This is YouTube, isn't it? Have a good day, YouTube.